My tarot card reading for April 2019, Leo, and this is Manu Tarot. We have here Eshu, Elegua, and Iku, and right next to it we have the Judgment card with Pluto, Leo, Scorpio, and the Prince of Pentacles, Virgo, and Mercury. Okay, and right here sorry, and right here we have the rest of the reading. I'm going to jump like this because notice that we have here like a celebration, everything is fun, blah blah blah, and then suddenly we have the second week, the third week, and the fourth week. So everything starts fine and then it ends up not well as expected. Then we have the Justice card. This is all about perception. This is all about how you see the situation, how you approach life. And it sounds like the way you see and understand things around needs a little bit of adjustment. But anyway, anyhow, when we look at here, these cards here, what we have here is probably a promise that you made, and we always have that done. We have probably got into a situation in life. It could have been stupid in that moment, but you probably said, I promise that if I get out of this situation I will be doing this, 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 and that. Or you go, oh God, or whatever it is, the spirit that you invoked during that time, that if you get this or that or something happen, you promise do this, this, and that. And trust me, we all been there. We have always done that. If you don't remember, that's a different story, but the tarot cards are talking about that. In other words, many of the things that you're doing that don't work are because there is a promise that you need to comply with. That out of the way, now it's also depicting a situation where you start everything and everything seems to be going well, and then suddenly everything comes out not well. It's like we say in Spanish, if you have money, your money is like salt and water, meaning that you have money and suddenly it just goes away so fast that you don't know what is going on. The situation is that you need to work with that promise, and that promise involves Egun, El Muerto, things like that. Okay, keep that in mind. Clear? Okay, that out of the way. Now notice that here we have a celebration, everything is fine, everything is like well, blah blah blah, and then suddenly we start having struggles here. So if it is a relationship or your own business, for example, everything is fine, we're celebrating, you got engaged, you got married, or whatever it is the relationship is, you started a relationship, whatever it is, or you have your own business and you're celebrating because you got a new contract, you got new money walking in, whatever it is that you are celebrating here. This is a celebration and you're celebrating whatever it is. There's growth, expansion here, blah blah blah. But by the second week you start experiencing a little bit of problem and difficulties. Okay, those problem and difficulties are brought to you to this combination here, which I already made clear at the beginning. So my advice is, during the second week, don't make any major expenses, just hold back, you know, your money, whatever it is. Just be very careful of anything major, any major decisions that is life-changing. I would hold back. By the third week, you cannot do anything all by yourself. Okay, you need help to finish whatever it is that needs to be finished. You cannot do it all by yourself. You need to start looking for help. That's the advice, that's the warning. And by the last week of the month, that's where everything starts becoming a little bit unstable. You're going to feel a little bit depressed, scared, worried, whatever it is that you're going to feel like. So be a little bit more prudent during this month. Be very careful of your expenses. If you're going to celebrate, don't spend too much money celebrating. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars to celebrate your birthday. You spend what is necessary. Sometimes simplicity is the way to go. Okay. I forgot what I was going to say. Remember, here there's a lot of fear also. There's a lot of fear, apprehension. It could be to change. It could be that what is going on, the changes that are coming, you are probably in an unconscious level. You are not, you don't want the change, and perhaps that's why you're having these experiences as well. But the thing is that there's a little bit of fear, apprehension, and you might be experiencing a degree of impulsiveness that might manifest as anger, outbursts of anger. Try to channel that energy in a complete different way. Try to be a little assertive. That's a very difficult thing to do, especially when you are a little bit scared, worried, concerned. But try to do that. Psychologically speaking, what the tarot cards are talking about is about internal conflicts. Is something that probably is being dragged throughout many years in your life, and at this point you're not even aware of it. Is working in a very unconscious level. Is a layer after layer after layer after layer of layers of crystallization, if you want to call it like that, internalization, if you want to call it like that, and now you are simply externalizing that trauma or that conflict. Like Carl Gustav Jung says, whatever is not solved, whatever conflict it hasn't been solved, is going to be manifest. Is going to be manifested in our world, in our life, as a problem. Okay, so we need to literally learn how to resolve that issue so we can solve this dynamic that the tarot cards are presenting. Okay, I think that's the best thing I can say. I hope that is clear. This is something that you have to read like 2 or 3 times, listen to it. There are some people that they listen, not this, but they listen to the sign that corresponds to the rising sign or the moon. They have noticed that it clicks more with them. So you're free to do whatever it is, but this is what I have for you. Leo, April 2019. Until the next one.